Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about 10 forgotten or outdated features in Grand Theft Auto Online. So I saw a post on the Grand Theft Auto Online Reddit about this, and I thought this was pretty interesting. And instead of just reading out, things that are forgotten or outdated, what I'm going to do in this video is tell you some of those things, but also offer some suggestions on how they could become more useful or less forgotten or less outdated in online. So we got a lot to talk about today, so let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. Okay, the number one spot today, Simeon's vehicle request. So Simeon will often call you, and even more so than that, he will send you text messages of about 5 to 6 vehicles that you can acquire in free mode, drive to a Los Santos custom shop, change the color, and bring it to his docks and get like a small payout of like $4,000. It's not a lot of money. It's incredibly annoying, not only when he calls you, but when you're just looking for a random car on the road, you get into a vehicle and boom, you get an instant 2-star wanted level because that's one of the ones that Simeon wants. There's nothing more annoying than that. What we need is a block feature, the ability to ignore NPC requests like this, because I have no need for something like that. I'm not going after the $3,000 or $4,000 that, takes 10 minutes in order to get done. So the ability to block NPCs from texting you or calling you or sending you these free mode event style missions would be awesome, especially for Simeon, because it really does have an impact on free mode. When you're trying to do something, you get in a car and then bang, you get 2-star wanted level. You got to deal with that. It's annoying. A block feature would be awesome. All right, at the number 2 spot, the Merriweather Air Strike. So this is actually the most expensive Merriweather feature you can get if you call them. It's $8,000. Essentially, what will happen is you'll get a flare. You're supposed to throw that flare, and then a jet will fly over and do kind of a bombing run. So basically, this has pretty much been made obsolete by the Smuggler's Run update, because essentially now we can do our own airstrikes with a lot of the new vehicles that they added in the game. And I mean, this feature wasn't really all that useful to begin with, but it's become even more not useful with the addition of Smuggler's Run. So, and like I said, as you can see in this gameplay right here, I threw the flare and then nothing happened. So sometimes it doesn't even work. And for the most part, it's just used as a giant griefing tool. So I'm not sure how they could fix this. Maybe they could tie in this airstrike feature with the new planes we have. So instead of just a random Hydra flying over, it could be like an NPC piloting one of our Smuggler's Run vehicles and doing a Tula bombing run or something like that. That could be pretty cool, but this is also one of the most forgotten and now outdated features in the game. The number 3 spot, dialing 911 in-game to request emergency services. So some people might not even know this is a thing, but yeah, if you actually call 911, you'll get the chance to request either a police car, an ambulance, or a fire truck. Now, I don't see many people using this all that much, mainly because I don't really think it has a purpose. The only place I think this is useful is for that one mission where you need a cop car. It's better than running around trying to get a high wanted level or looking for a cop car. So I'm not sure what this is totally used for. Role play, maybe, if you're doing something like that. The only way I could see this becoming useful is if you could call 911 on another player. So maybe there's a griefer in-game that's doing something. You call 911, you request the cops to be sent on him, and they actually go looking for him and trying to hunt them or take them out. That's the only way in which I could see something like this being a little bit more useful. Okay, at the number 4 spot, the car wash. So number 1, there's only 2 car washes in the game. And number 2, it doesn't actually do anything other than take like the dust and the dirt off your car. It's one of the most non-utilized features in the game because it doesn't do a whole lot. What I think would be pretty cool is if the car wash gave your vehicle kind of like a car show ready mode where it wouldn't take damage from little dings and scratches. So for example, we do a lot of car shows on my live stream. One of the most frustrating things ever is when you have your car ready and then you accidentally like nudge a light pole and it scratches up your car. The car wash could prevent stuff like that from happening. I think that would be pretty useful for car shows, car meetups, stuff like that. I think that would be awesome because it really serves no purpose right now other than just like a nice little loading simulator thing that you can do to get your car all nice and clean. All right, at the number 5 spot, Lester's location services and a couple other ones too. So Lester does have some pretty useful features like cop turn blind eye, remove wanted level, off the radar. However, there's a couple in particular like locate a plane, locate a car, helicopter, locate a boat, that are just all absolutely worthless. And there's also some dumb ones as well, like request a job, replay a heist, Does anyone actually ever use those? I think the answer to that is no. What would be better is if instead of locating a car, maybe it was locate an armored vehicle or locate, some other sort of vehicle that was a little bit more useful. Because even if you do request a car, it's going to take you to a random vehicle like a limo or the Merriweather barracks, and you don't even get to keep the car. You're supposed to return it. And if you don't return it, you get your wanted stars on you. So that's incredibly stupid as well. So I wish that Rockstar would figure out a better way for some of those really outdated Lester's features. And some of the ones on his list are just totally worthless now. Moving on, at the number 6 spot, ATMs. So the ATMs don't provide a whole lot, even though the game, when you first make money, tells you that you have to use the ATM in order to deposit your money. I think that there could be a lot of cool features of the ATM. Rockstar just don't include them in the game. One of those could be transferring money to friends, although I could totally see how that could be abused and how players could, glitch accounts or something like that. I'm really not too sure what glitches could come from this, but there could definitely be some insane money-making opportunities by allowing friends to swap money with each other. I think one of the most wasted features in the game is not utilizing the stock market. Maybe the ATMs could have been kind of a portal for us to use that. That would have been pretty cool. But right now, there's no purpose to go to an ATM. You have your phone, and that's basically all you need in order to monitor your money and your cash in-game. Okay, the number 7 spot, ammo drops. So this also comes from Merriweather. It's the cheapest option, and the ammo drops are really dumb because, number 1, it doesn't give you all that much ammo, but number 2, now we have the ammo interaction menu feature where you can just click one button and essentially get ammo. So I'm not really too sure why anyone would use this. One thing that was brought up is that it has Molotov cocktails in there. Although if you complete the shooting range challenge in the gun running bunkers, then you can get those automatically. So I'm not really too sure what's the point of this anymore. This has become incredibly outdated. What would be cool is if these ammo drops dropped weapons and ammo that might not necessarily be available by any other means. So for example, they wouldn't be found in the ammunition store. The only way to get them would be to use this ammo drop, which I think would actually be cool. Whether it was special ammo or whether it was a special type of sniper rifle or rocket launcher, that to me sounds incredibly cool. All right, at the number 8 spot, the flying formation. So it's hard to call a feature that was just added in the last DLC forgotten about, but I never see people using this. And I think it's because it doesn't work all that well. So I had my friends in a lobby today and we got in the flying formation. And although it does some pretty awesome stuff, like give you a health bonus, give you RP bonus, it doesn't really work all that well. And planes, they want to fly at their own different speeds. So unless you have all of the same vehicle, like all Hydras or all Molotovs, it doesn't really make sense. And it's kind of tricky to get into. It just is a pain in the butt, to be totally honest with you. So the flying formations was a really cool concept, but I don't think they work all that well. It would have been cool if they made it more sticky. Like, for example, the leader and its followers had to be very, very close to each other. As you can see here, we're super far apart. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So unfortunately, the flying formation is kind of a feature that already is forgotten about. At the number 9 spot, calling a taxi cab. So no one uses the taxi cab because they're totally worthless. It's cheaper to steal a car and drive it yourself. It also doesn't take as long. One feature that I think would not make the taxi cab worthless is if it was utilized as a fast travel service. So for example, if you called a cab, you got inside, you set a waypoint, you could click one button and it would transport you to that location instantly. That would be pretty cool. So kind of the way it works in single player where you can do the exact same thing. Now, I'm not sure if that would be considered overpowered or not, but there needs to be at least some middle ground with the taxi cabs as they are totally worthless now. They just offer no benefit unless, of course, you're trying to prevent yourself from going AFK or you've got to go outside for 10 minutes and you want to get to another location on the map. That's pretty much the only way I could see something like this being useful. All right, and at the number 10 spot, our final feature today, the regular shooting range. That's right, the one that can be found inside of the ammunition store. The gun running bunker has kind of put this out of business as it really has no purpose. I don't really know what sort of rewards it offers, but it doesn't really get you all that much. So what we could do in order to change this is to maybe make some exclusive unlocks at the shooting range. But of course, Rockstar probably wouldn't want to do that. But that would really be the only way in which you could make the shooting range worth it now, because the one in the bunker is, number 1, more convenient because you can spawn there, but also number 2, it actually gives you rewards in game that are useful and can improve your character. So I really never see anyone going to the regular ammunition shooting range, and I don't think I will anytime soon, especially with the addition of gun running. But anyways, that's all the information I've got for you guys in this video today. 10 forgotten and outdated features in Grand Theft Auto Online. Let me know in the comment section down below if you have any other features that you would like to add to this list, or that you feel need to be improved because they are outdated or forgotten. If you did go and enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.